OK Sports, joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. Now Washington's starting five. Keyshawn George is out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Middleton in at the three. Size and shooting touch, always in demand, legs. And two things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
And it's Coulibaly missing. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
George outside. There's the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Moses Moody. Washington shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting for Washington, George at the line for two.
That's good from George. And Tim, on paper, this is a bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, B.A., that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
Curry, that's good.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
Outside Coulibaly. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Washington moving the ball around. Middleton, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. The three is up. And the Warriors with another three.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Now here's George. Back to McCollum. From outside the arc. Sinks it from distance.
And good response from McCollum. A shot like this demonstrates leadership.
Outside Pajemski. Left side Moody. Outside Butler. Green, the pass to Butler. Green, a screen. Butler into the lane. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
The Warriors lead by 5. Curry finds Butler. Curry against McCollum. Moody on the wing. 5 on the clock. That shot missing. Good D by Sarr.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Butler. Green with a screen on Coulibaly. Here's Butler. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. George outside. There's McCollum with the three. Nails it from 3. McCollum's got 6.
Can't sleep on McCollum, not even for a second, because that's when he strikes.
Butler on the wing. George defending. Butler into the lane. And the shot's good. Give him 8 points now.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
For 3, George. The Warriors pull it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Curry against McCollum. Outside Butler. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. It's very unfortunate, and the coach is going to have something to say about that.
The Wizards trail by 6. Count that bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Outside Butler. Sweet little floater.
Excellent touch from Butler, showing he can be tricky with the floater, catching the D off guard.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to McCollum from the arc. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Now here's Green. And here's Butler outside. Sarr pulls it in. Outside Coulibaly. George for 3. Hits the three-pointer. George has got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Potemski. Coulibaly defending. Moody from outside. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Coulibaly. Out to McCollum for 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
That's a knockdown outside shooter. McCollum knows he has the green light to fire away from downtown anytime.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
George, no good.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Count it.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 2. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left here?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kispert comes in for George, and it's Carrington in for Coulibaly. Pass to Sarr. Just 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get off a shot. And here's Kispert from the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position and you still get beat.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 9. That 3's off the mark. On the wing, Green, defended by Kispert. Pass to post. Right wing. Green, a screen. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
The Wizards with another miss. The Warriors lead by 6. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Kuminga. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Wizards. To the right side, stolen by Sarm. Middleton, left side, pass to Kispert. Here's McCollum from deep. A rebound by Post. Green in the post, covered by Carrington. Now Post, outside Kuminga. The three is up, hits the trifecta.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Here's Middleton. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Green. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Warriors lead by 10.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Warriors. He put together 10 points. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And they've been very aggressive, attacking gaps off the dribble, getting to the rim and showing a lot of aggressiveness with a live dribble.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Carlton Carrington out there with Whitmore. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Corey Kispert. And it's Champagnie at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Hield. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
Now here's Carrington. The D's right on him. Kuminga against Johnson. Pass to Kispert. The three. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors lead by 12. Kuminga with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Carrington. Kispert outside. Takes a three. Gets the three ball to go.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Post. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Post has got his first bucket in this one.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
The kick out to Johnson. Kispert outside. Washington moving the ball around. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Butler. Johnson against Kuminga. Three-pointer. And there's Butler. That one's good on the assist by Kuminga. Butler's got 15 points. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Washington making some changes. George, he's checked in for Kispert. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. And it's Coulibaly in for Whitmore. It's stolen by Kuminga. Pass to Butler. Outside Hield. Now Kuminga takes the three. He buries it from 3. He's got 7.
No shot there. He was left wide open and now adds 3 points from distance.
Outside Koulibaly. Back to Middleton. George outside, and there's a pick. Pass to Champagny. Will it go? Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. And it's Curry in for Kuminga. Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. And the shot goes in. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Here's Carrington, yet to see a basket. Pass to Middleton. Outside Koulibaly. 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. It's going to be Curry shooting. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton. Sarge checked in for Washington. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Pass to Butler. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Washington. Sar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Middleton. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Outside heel. Back to Curry. Out to Heel. Pass to Butler. Outside Heel. Fires the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Wizards trail by 19. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Heald. McCollum, he's checked in for Washington. Koulibaly finds McCollum. Over to the wing. Here's Sarr. Pajimski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 19. Outside Butler. Oh, George with a steal. It's Middleton on the wing. Moody defends. And that one's good. Middleton.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Outside Moody. Butler against George. And it's Butler with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Wizards trail by 19. McCollum, the pass to George. And here's Koulibaly. For 3, McCollum. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pajimski's got 4 rebounds in the game. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Personal foul.
And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate, then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis has checked in. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. It's going to be Curry shooting. That one on Sarr. He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
The Warriors lead by 21. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Outside Coulibaly. Three-pointer is up. Middleton knocks it down from distance. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, as good as anyone on the catch and shoot. Middleton deposits another J.
Here's Curry. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Middleton. 7 points in the game.
Now, if you're the defense, you can't allow Middleton to heat up out there. I mean, he can be so efficient from long range.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Green. And here's Curry. The three ball. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Sends it home from three-point land.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. Moody on the wing. Outside for Green. The three. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 26.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Pass to George. Now here's Middleton. Washington moving the ball around. Coulibaly tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. To the paint. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Pass to Middleton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it to George. From deep, Sarr. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And the first one at the line is good. And so Curry nails both of them. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, the key is to be in an attack mindset, but still play under control. When you do that, good things tend to happen.
Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. And it's Moody in at the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Timmy, look at some of the elite defenses over the years. What sets a great defense apart from the rest?
Well, three main things: personnel, scheme, and effort. But also BA, switchability in the modern game is a huge part, as well as communication.
We think about defense as one-on-one, mano-a-mano. It's so much more than that, though.
It's five guys on a string.
It's rebounded by Washington. Outside Coulibaly. Middleton outside. Pure from three-point range. Middleton's got 13.
You know, and with a rare combination of length and shooting, Chris Middleton is a bucket.
Moody passes to Curry. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Middleton. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 15.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on McCollum. Curry's shot is off.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Middleton, right side. George finds Sarr. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards and defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
The shot by Podziemski, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Middleton, and it's Middleton finishing it off.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton, slamming it in to make a statement.
Here's Curry. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Golden State on D. McCollum outside. George outside. Washington moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton passes to Sarr. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The free throw drops for McCollum. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And it's in there. Middleton's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with. Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Middleton outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And that one is hammered home.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Now here's Middleton. 19 points in the game. Koulibaly on the wing. Defended by Pajemski. Pass to McCollum. Puts up a three. Gets the three to fall. McCollum's got 15.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done.
Moody on the wing. Curry passes to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
Wizards trail by 20. Koulibaly on the wing, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. Here's Pajemski. No good on the triple. Washington has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Fields checked in for Moody. And a change for the Wizards. Carrington's checked in. McCollum finds Koulibaly. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. Oh, nice D from Curry. The Warriors lead by 20. The shot's good. Curry's got 37.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on it.
Well, those types of moves show creativity and determination.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys, back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. The Wizards have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Back to Carrington. Pass to Sarr. Out to McCollum to stop the run. And the three-pointer goes. McCollum's got 18.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Washington has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. McCollum, pass to George. Over Butler. Pajemski grabs the board.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Outside Butler from behind the arc. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Now here's Koulibaly. Here's the 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Curry. Oh, great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line to try to tack on one more. Post is checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Podziemski, and Washington will go for a different look here. Champagnie, he's checked in for Sarr. Kispert comes in for George. Middleton is checked in for Koulibaly, and it's Johnson in for McCollum. Now here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. Middleton from the outside, hauled in by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Kuminga. Softly drops in the floater. 9 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Outside Carrington. Back to Middleton. Pass to Kispert. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Kispert's got 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now here's Curry, covered by Carrington. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Curry's got 43 points.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Here's Carrington. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler finds Hield. Right side Curry. Pass to Kuminga. There's the 3. On target from range. 12 points for him.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Carrington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Kispert, Carlton Carrington out there with Johnson. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Champagnie at the 5, down low. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington, but Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Hield from outside. Drills it from deep.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
Kuminga against Middleton. Outside Johnson. Kispert outside. Fires the 3. He got a piece of it. Kuminga down low. Middleton covering. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now post. Here's Santos. And he banks in the layup.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
Outside Carrington. Back to Middleton. Kispert outside. From downtown. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hield. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
Washington has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Up top, Johnson. Kicks it out to Middleton to halt the run. Washington again can't hit.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Healed from outside. Rebound Washington.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Carrington no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Chalk up 2 there.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
For Washington, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Post. Post has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Santos. 4-3. Knocks down the long J. Santos has got 7 points for the quarter.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And here's Post. Outside heel. Pass to Santos. Here's Kuminga. Out to the wing. Outside heel. Just 4 to shoot. Connects from downtown.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Up top, Johnson. Pass to Champagny to win the drought. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. And Post gets it to go.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Back to Middleton. Pass to Kispert. This one for 3.
Wizards foul. Justin Champagny. First personal foul.
And Washington will go for a different look here. Sars checked in for Champagny. George comes in for Kispert. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's McCollum in for Carrington. Now Jackson Davis. Here's Santos. Ooh, nice D from George.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes. It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Pass to Santos. Outside heel. Kuminga against Middleton. Here's Santos. 6 to shoot. Down low. Jackson Davis. Off target at the rim. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Koulibaly on the wing. Washington again can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Middleton against Kuminga. Middleton passes to McCollum. For 3, George. Rebounded by Hield. And here are the Warriors now. It's a 21-2 run. Totally rolling here. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And Washington with possession. Pass to Sarr. Here's McCollum. And another miss by Washington.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Now here's Jackson Davis. And here is Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. It's Hield with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Hield's got 10 points in just the second half.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Middleton outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Post. Post has got 7 rebounds in the game. Golden State has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Santos. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Middleton looking around. Outside Koulibaly to end the run. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Out to the right wing. Here's Post. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Inside. And finished off by Sarr. And that's a double-double for him now.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
Pass to Santos. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
The Wizards shooting only 40% from the floor in this game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight. He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And again, it's Washington.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
Here's Santos. Koulibaly defending. Pass to Post. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Sarr. And Washington with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. McCollum right side. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Santos. George defending. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly.